All right, everyone. So this was the question that I gave you for the homework, and this is the correct solution of the question. If anybody didn't completed it, just look at the solution of this question. The first of all, the first on 1st of April, the opening values of the asset and liability is given. So for that purpose, we will have to pass the opening journal entry, and that is done as all the assets are debited and all the liabilities will be credited. So the general entry will be cash account debit, bank account debit, stock account debit, furniture account debit. Taxes are also debited. So input CGST account debit, input IGST account debit to partners capital account. Sorry, to Poonam debtors account. Sorry, Poonam account debit, Sonu account debit, and liabilities account will be credited. So Ashok account credit to Pankaj account. This is how the general entry will be done. Cash account debit, bank account debit, stock, furniture, Poonam, Sonu, input CGST, input IGST, everything will be debited. And then Ashok, since Ashok and Pankaj are liabilities, so these will be credited. And now, after totaling the debit values, you will subtract the credit values, and whatever the balance you will get, that will be considered as the capital. Everybody, is that clear, all of you? Difference between the asset and liability, sorry, asset and sorry, this difference between the debit and credit in this case will be considered as the value of the capital. All right, everyone, is this point clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Other than this, then you need to pass the journal entry for the other transaction on April 4. Purchase goods from Pankaj from Kolkata. Now see, we are buying from the same state wherein the firm is operating. So when you buy the goods from the same state, in that case, you will have to pay CGST and SGST. Right. So that the general entry for this will be purchase account debit, input CGST, input SGST account debit to Pankaj account. Right. And on April 7, paid to Ashok, check in full settlement of his account. What was the amount due towards Ashok? 13,500, and we are paying only 13,000 instead of 13,500. That means we are getting a discount of 500, right? So the general entry for this will be Ashok account debit to bank account to discount receipt. All right, I hope everybody is able to pass the general entries. Also tell me whether you were able to prepare the ledger for this question, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Ledger is also okay. So is that the closing balancing figure you are getting for the cash account? 12,656. Guys, tell
So
me.
the CGST and SGST should be included in cash account.
Yeah, because we will be paying the taxes, huh? We have to include this under the cash account, as well as we need to open IGST and CGST, SGST account separately as well. See, here we go. Input IGST, input CGST, input SGST account. All right, everyone.
Yes, sir.
All right, so since you have already solved this question, so I think we are done with this chapter. I'll be giving you a few questions based on the journal in the assignment as well. But for now, I think we are done with this chapter. We will be starting a new chapter now. We should start the cash book. All right, so just wait for a moment. Let me change the PowerPoint. We will be starting a new chapter. And one more thing, since we have completed this chapter, so we will be conducting a small test in the next class. So make sure you attend the next session and do prepare for the next do prepare for the test in the next class. We will be conducting a test based on the journal and ledger, both the chapters. Test will be of journal plus ledger on Thursday, same time.
Okay, sir.
You kindly wait for 2 minutes so that I can change the PowerPoint, then we will continue with the new chapter. Wait for All right, everyone. So put the heading on your notebook. We are starting a new chapter. This is chapter number 4. We have skipped this chapter earlier since one of you were wanting to start the journal. So after accounting equation, we move to the journal entry, and in between we skip this chapter. So we will be starting this chapter now, right? So let's everybody put the heading on your notebook. Chapter name of the chapter is cash book. And as usual, we will first of all try to understand what is cash book, what is the format of the cash book, and then only we will and also the different types of cash book, and then only we will be starting with the questions of this chapter. Okay, so let me explain the meaning of the cash book first of all. Just a minute. Don't have to write down anything as of now. Just pay attention, try to understand. First of all, we'll talk about what is a cash book. So first of all, cash book is a special kind of book that records the transaction relating to cash inflow and outflow. So cash book is a kind of, you can say it is a kind of journal. I'm not talking about the journal entry. Journal here means it is a kind of book wherein transactions relating to inflow of cash and outflow of cash are recorded. Inflow of cash and outflow of cash are recorded. Cash book is a journal, or it is a kind of book which is prepared to record the transaction relating to the inflow and outflow of cash. Like the book of primary entry, which is the book of or what do we call that? Book of original entry, which is called journal. Journal is what? Journal is a kind of book wherein all the transactions are recorded, irrespective of whether we have transacted such we have transacted in cash or on credit. Every transaction needs to be recorded in the journal. Similarly, cash book is also a book wherein we will be recording all the transaction which involves the inflow and outflow of cash only. Outflow of cash. So therefore, it is called cash book. Right? As simple as that. Now, we need to understand what are the different types of cash book. See, there are two types of cash book. In this chapter, we will be covering both of those varieties of cash book. First is the single column cash book. Single column cash book. And then we have double column cash book. Double column. All right. So what is the difference between single column cash book and double column cash book? Firstly, single column cash book is also called simple cash book, and double column cash book is also called two column cash book. What is the special characteristic of single column cash book is that it record only cash transactions. Single column cash book record only cash transactions. Inflow and outflow of cash are only recorded under the single column cash book, wherein on the other hand, in case of double column cash book, we record the transaction relating to cash as well as bank. Any transaction that involves the inflow and outflow of cash, such transactions are also recorded in the double column cash book. And other than the transaction which involve the inflow and outflow of cash, transaction which affect the bank balance, such transactions are also taken into consideration under the double column cash book. So this is the basic difference between the single column and double column cash book. Let everybody understood. Is this point clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
So until now, I just explained that cash book is what? Cash book is a kind of verb. It is a kind of journal, or it is a financial journal. It is a financial record wherein transactions relating to inflow and outflow of cash are only recorded. However, there are two types of cash book: single column and double column. Single column cash book record transaction which only involves the inflow and outflow of cash, whereas on the other hand, in case of double column cash book, such transactions are recorded which affect the cash as well as bank. So both the aspects are covered under the double column cash book. Now, first of all, we will focus on the understanding and the formation of the single column cash book only. So in today's class, we will be focused on the single column cash book. So before starting questions based on the single column cash book, we'll first of all try to understand the format of the single column cash book. You don't have to write down anything as of now. I will give you some extra time to note all these things down. So by the way, first thing that we need to do is to understand this format of the single column cash book. So in order to prepare the single column cash book, what do we do? First of all, certain columns are made. Like we will be making a column for date. It is prepared just like ledger, particulars, then ledger folio and amount. Particulars. This is the format of the single column cash book. This is called cash account. Or simply cash book. Now in this cash book, this side is considered as the debit side of the cash book. This is the debit side of the cash book, and this is the credit side of the cash book. All right. So this is the debit side and this is the credit side. Right side of the account is called the credit side, and the left side of the account is called the debit side. And all the inflows of cash or any transaction that is going to increase the cash balance will be recorded on the debit side. All right, you need to keep that in mind. And any transaction that is going to reduce the cash balance or any outflow of cash, any transaction leading to outflow of cash will be recorded on the credit side of the cash. All right, everyone, is this point clear to everybody? Is it clear, yes or no? Okay, so this is it. We will first of all, sorry, Anisha, Labiba, Ritika, is everything clear?
Yes, sir.
It's clear. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's move to let's just do one thing. Let's just first of all write everything down to this point, and then only we'll start with the question. Okay, so first of all, start writing the definition of the cash book first, and then I'll show you the different types of cash book, and then you will have to note down the format of the cash book, and then we will start with the question. Just let me know whenever you are done with the definition, and then so that I can move to the next slide.
So, what's disbursement?
Sorry, Ritika, you're saying something?
Yes, sir, in the definition, the last word, what is
Last point in the definition, it is disbursement.
what does that mean, sir?
Ritika, could you please speak a little louder? I'm not able to hear your voice properly. You can also tell me in the chat section. I think there's some problem with my headphone, I think. You will have to speak a little louder, or else you can tell me in the chat section.
So done.
Okay, so you are asking what is the meaning of disbursement? Ritika, disbursement means payment. Disbursement is payment. Done? Shall we move to the next slide? Please note this down as well.
sir.
Done. Okay. Done. Everyone else. This is the format. Kindly note this down as well. And after this, we will start solving the question.
Done.
Done. Everyone else. Done. Everybody.
So just a minute. Done, sir.
All right, everyone. So since we understood the meaning of the cash book and also understood the format of the cash book, let's start with the question now. So we will be starting with this question first of all. If you want, you can take the screenshot of the question so that you can later refer to the question whenever you want to revise. Okay, so let's just first of all read the question. This question is asking us to enter the following transaction in the single column cash book. Single column cash book we need to prepare. Transactions are given and the date of transaction is given as 1334. These are the dates. All right, so on first of a particular month, this transaction uh, have been done. Commenced business with a cash of rupees 25,000. So you need to think from the viewpoint of the business, right? So if we are starting a business and if we are starting a business with cash, that means cash is coming into the business or going out of the business. Anyone? Anyone? Please tell me.
Coming into the business.
Cash is coming into the business or going out of the business?
Coming into the business.
Coming in. Right. So this is an inflow. Therefore, we on which side of the cash book we are going to record this? On the debit side or the credit? Debit side. Perfect. Bought goods for cash. So this will lead to the outflow. Is that right? And therefore it should be recorded on the credit side. Paid cartridges, sorry, paid carriage. This is also an outflow, need to be recorded on the credit side. Sold goods for cash. So when you will sell goods for cash, it will lead to the inflow of cash or outflow of cash?
Inflow of cash.
Inflow. So this should be debited or credited? Debited. Received from Ram. This is also an inflow. It will be
Inflow of
debited.
cash.
Paid to Shiv Kumar. This is an outflow, credited. Cash sales will increase the value of the cash, debited. Purchase furniture for cash, purchase furniture for cash. So this is going to reduce the cash on the credit side. Paid for advertisement will reduce the cash on the credit side. Purchase goods from Mahesh on credit. Tell me on which side of the cash book we need to record this? Transaction that have
So we
occurred on
won't record
20th.
this.
We won't record this, correct? Why not?
Because it's credit purchase.
Correct, perfect, very good. That because that is a credit transaction. We won't be showing it in the cash book. Paid to Mahesh. Paid to Mahesh. This is obviously reduce the cash. Credit side. Paid wages reduces cash. Credit side. Receive commission increases cash on the debit side. Withdrew for personal use. Withdrew for personal use. This will reduce the amount of cash, yes or no? On the credit side, therefore.
Yes, sir.
Paid salary. Assuming that salary must have been paid by way of cash, so it will reduce the cash, okay, on the credit side. Done, everyone? Do you think you will be able to prepare the single column cash book for this question?
Yes, sir.
All right, then, so
Yes,
do it
sir.
quickly and let me know the final answer. Do it. I'm giving you 10 minutes, solve the question. Just prepare the single column cash book for this question and let me know the answer you got. What balance you are getting? I need to know the closing balance of the cash book. It's like the opening balance is there, na? Opening balance will be 25,000. This is the opening balance as on first of a particular month. Opening balance of the cash account will be cash book will be 25,000. Let's do it. I'm waiting for your answer. Just tell me the closing balance of the cash book. Anybody having any problem? Please let me know. Done, everyone? Then I'm done. Alicia.
Sir, last the calculation.
No.
Sir, done.
Okay. So just tell me the answer you have got, Ritika. Tell me the closing balance you have got.
Sir, what were you saying?
Ritika, could you please tell me the closing balance?
Sir, done.
Sir, the closing balance I got was 60,300.
60,000.
16.
16,000 is not right. Vanisha, you tell me the closing balance of the cash book.
Sir,
So 41,900. And
Done, sir.
balance carried out is 16,300.
That is also not right. Zainab, could you please tell me the correct closing balance? I'm asking for the balance CD.
Sir, I got 16,300.
16,300. Labiba,
So I too got the same 16,300.
if you got 16,000.
yes.
Okay, let me just show you. Labiba, you're doing it. Yeah, tell me the answer you've got. You are still solving it.
So I haven't reached the end.
You have, sorry.
I'm still doing it. I haven't reached the end.
Okay, so you are still doing it. All right. So anyways, let me show you, right? And all of you, please correlate your answers with the solution.
Sir, is it
See whether
12,000?
you did this, you did it this way or not. 16,300 everybody is
I
getting.
got the same answer, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay,
Yes,
all
sir.
right. So in that case, that is right. 16,000. If anyone is getting 16,300, that is the correct answer. Closing balance should be 16,300. All right, everyone. So I think everybody must have got the answer. Zainab, Ritika, and Ganesha. Labiba is still solving it, but I'm sure that she'll be able to find the correct answer of the question as well. All right, so this was all about single column cash book. We have one more question based on the same concept. So I want you to try this question as well. Everybody try this question as well. Question number 2. In this question also, we need to prepare the single column cash book again. In the question, it says balance of cash in hand. This is the opening balance. This is the to balance BD. 50,000 is the opening balance. Purchase goods for cash. Purchase goods. Purchase goods. Since question is not telling us whether So since question is not telling us that whether we are buying it for cash or credit, so we will simply presume that we must have bought the goods on cash, because the name of the seller, name of the seller is also not there in the seventh transaction, na, or in the third transaction. So we will simply presume that we must have bought it for cash. Okay. Purchase goods from Gopi on credit, purchase goods from Gopi for cash, sold goods to Vishwakarma on credit, sold goods to Raghurandan for cash, received commission, paid rent. All right, everybody, this question is also an easy question. I'm sure everybody will be able to solve it. Do it quickly. I'm waiting for
Yes,
your
sir.
answers.
So done.
Then, Zainab, Who was that? Sorry.
Sir, Ritika.
Ritika. Done, Ritika?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll wait for the other student to complete it, and then I'll get to the answer. Kindly wait for 2 more minutes.
Yes.
Sir, done.
Done, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Zainab and Labiba, we're waiting for you to finish.
Doing? I think I'm done, but I'm not sure about the answer. I'm confused somewhere in between.
All right, no issues. Let me show you the correct solution of the question. Let me just confirm with Zainab. Zainab, what about you? You're done with this question?
No, sir.
Still doing it. Okay, okay. So I'm showing you the
I'm not
solution
getting
of
the
the question.
answer.
You're not getting the answer. Never mind. Now, see, this is how we will be solving it. This is the correct solution. Make sure everybody is getting the same answer. Closing balance of the cash book should be 36,000. Everybody getting this answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Those of you who did not get the answer may take the screenshot of the solution so that later you can try and try to find out your mistake. So this is the correct solution of the question, and this is it, guys. So we won't be covering anything else in today's class. I'm giving you 2 questions for the homework as well, and I'm assuming that you will be able to do those questions as well. And in the next class, we will discuss the double column cash. But kindly take the screenshot of 3rd question. This is going to be a homework. Take the screenshot. This will be a homework. Done.
Yes, sir.
And also take the screenshot of this question, please. In both these cases, you need to prepare simple cash book. That means single column cash book only. Take the screenshot. Done. And you have the answer in this case as well. 20120. And for this, the answer will be 129700. All right, everyone. So this is it for today's class. We'll be discussing more questions based on the cash book. Especially, we will start the double column cash book in the next class. If you guys are able to solve the question that I gave you, that I'm giving you for the homework. All right, this is it for today's session. Thank you so much, everybody. And